the great day just jumped from another call. The day of calls. Love it. So yeah, I'm Hannah. I'm representative from Innmind, and I'll be your co-host today. But don't mind me without my camera because I'm in Ukraine and we do have some issues with electricity. I'm really sorry for that. So yeah, Daniel here, Ivan, Joshua. Okay. Rishi. Okay, great. Nick. Alrighty. So then, is everyone from the speaker side is presenting today? Everyone is here.
Looks like yes. So I think we can start in 1-2 minutes. So
Okay.
hello everyone once again. I believe with most of you we already had a meeting today. So yeah, welcome to our demo day. I love guys what you do, what your project is about. So hopefully our investors also will love it. And after this demo day, we will do some connections. I did already some connections even before this demo day. So good luck to everyone. And yeah, I also want to shout out our partners. So Hannah, thank you for co-hosting our demo days, and also Orbis 86, our general partner. Big shout out to them. They do like crypto adoption real, let's say. So Hannah, what's to you?
Yeah, guys, GM again. Like Dan, you will let me know when we're starting. But before that, like, hey again, it's a pleasure being here, and it's so nice to see so many good people who are attending to fundraise. Like, wishing you all good luck, and I'm sure you will do it. I mean, you will burn this. We will burn this scene. I'm ready to. I'm ready to for the action. Yeah. And everyone became silent.
Thank
I
you.
just want to
Just got
remind.
muted.
Yeah, I just want to remind. So please stay muted while you're not pitching, or if you don't have any questions, so people can present without any interruptions. And after that, we can ask questions via chat, via camera. So Hannah will tell you when you can ask questions. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, so Dan will let me know when we are live. Are we live yet or not? Because I see that
Yeah,
only recording. Oh,
we
we're
are.
live.
So yeah.
We're okay. You didn't even tell me. Okay, guys, welcome GM to our second pitching session. So I'm Hannah from Innmind here, and we're having Dan here and the team of EasyMM. It's our second session. I would say our second successful session, hopefully. Come on, it's already successful. We have so many great people from great projects today. And let me just remind you the agenda today. We're starting from like short pitching, like short pitches from the companies with the following order. We're starting from Aura, then we're heading to Web3 Echo, then Fairscale, Farmland, and I'm really sorry if I pronounce the project's name incorrectly, like just pardon me. So, Umoji Coin. Hope I pronounced it correctly. So yeah, like couple of words about us. So we're Innmind. We're accelerators for early startups who are tending to get the fundraising, basically helping all of the good projects on the market to fundraise and become successful, basically, right? So helping them with these first steps. Yeah, shutting my mouth, giving the mic to Dan to give a short intro about him and EasyMM, and then we will go straightforwardly to the first pitch from Aura. So Dan, please unmute yourself and give us a couple of words about you. 1, 2, 3, magic. The magic didn't happen. So yeah, I'll be taking the mic and give a short intro about Dan. So Dan here from the representative from the EasyMM, he is my co-host, and EasyMM is the guys who are doing not just market making, but they're doing real business outside there. So yeah, Dan, please take a mic because I'll start telling a lot of different information about you.
Yeah. Daniel, can you start?
It was a question for me.
Yeah.
I thought that Hannah said to introduce yourself.
Yeah, EasyMM. Who is from EasyMM here?
Really? Oh my God, sorry. I thought we already start with project. So yeah, I'm Daniel, I'm CEO of EasyMM. So we do market making stuff, and not only market making. Now we focus mostly on helping projects with their first steps, because we understand that successful launch depends on how proper you structure your community, your tokenomics, overall your business model. And I'm proud of our clients. We have some clients we work with for 4 years already, and it's really big numbers in crypto, especially in market making space, where loyalty of clients is not so big. So for me, it's like a personal achievement. Our company makes everything possible. And yeah, today we invited so many good people with so many good projects. I see a lot of promising guys, because every day we work with different projects, and I know how many projects in crypto that just want to like get some money and then disappear. But I believe not any projects here. Because you guys do really good stuff. We have two real sector RWA projects with real lands and real business. We have a project from Africa that solves the problem, a huge problem in Africa with transactions. We have a DeFi project to solve problem of complexity of DeFi and earning in crypto space. And of course, we have a reputation project, like on-chain reputation, which is like really important for me, because it's still unsolved problem, especially for lending protocols, when we do not understand, can we trust for like this wallet, let's say, because on-chain we know only wallet or not. And loans and crypto still is an area to be developed. And maybe you guys can make it even better and like provide in the future better terms for lending and other possibilities for people in crypto. So yeah, welcome everyone. Good luck with your pitching, and we can start.
Yeah, I'm stealing the mic for one tiny second, if you don't mind. So yeah, thanks, Dan, a lot for sharing the presentations of our speakers today and giving some short insights about the companies we are onboarded today for this pitch session. So yeah, cutting the story short, Aura is our first project who is pitching today. Like, guys, just a reminder, each of you have 5 minutes, like up to 10, but perfectly to make it in 5, okay? So yeah, and after that, in case anyone from here has any questions here, like feel free to ask them, and our investors will ask them within the end of our conversation, more close to the Q&A part. Okay, so yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Daniel, founder of Aura. We making automated DeFi vaults that bring up to 35% APY. Every market crash, we remind that LP is too complex, time-consuming, and risky. During the market crashes, LP is losing a lot of money. So Aura simplified DeFi, one-click deposits with automated strategies, and live at up to 35% APY. We have 45,000 monthly active users and $84,000 in the revenue during 2025. And now we are scaling. First of all, we're working with the LPs, and we're making product with the auto-rebalancing LP and single-side deposits. On this stage, we have pre-commits of $850,000 in LP, and our target is 2 million TVL. Then we're scaling and we're adding arbitrage to boost APY, and also we're making delta neutral votes for pro LPs. We have pre-commits with a Grigon, Mizan Capital, And here our target is 5 million TVL. Then we dominate and making an asynchronic ranges. And on this stage, we integrate our SDK to wallet like Telegram and Rebbe. On this stage, we have a target of 10 million TVL. So our technical side, led by Kirill Kazakov, with 15 years experience in building infra for global dots on Amazon. On the product side, we have Mihail Hipov, and he building a product like head of trading in T1 market making forum, and he already have portfolio with the LP with the 10 million plus LP. And go to market led by me, Daniel Nicolin. I built startups for Yango. Our TVM expertise backed by BDAS protocol with the lead from DWF Labs, and EVM expertise backed by Fire with the baker of Ava Labs. We already secured $415,000 with the lead investors from TBV Ventures, Yard Hub, and our core investor is TVA Ventures. Right now, we're seeking for partners more oriented with the LPs, and our round is $850,000 at a safe plus warrant terms at 10 million cap. And during this calculation, we are going to hit 1.6 million ARR. Thank you for your attention, and let's talk about the questions.
Wow, you literally made it so short. That's really cool. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, so I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, from my side. So I'll be your pain in the ass right now, asking some of them. So you mentioned that you raised around 415K, right? With Yard Hub, TBV, and could you maybe specify like what specification will this round's capital go toward to? I mean, what's like what you're raising money for, and what type of kind of metrics or KPIs you can promise in like, let's say, 6 months or 1 year?
Yeah. During the 1 year, our core target is 5 million TVL, and we move money to infra, marketing, and buffer is around 30%, and in 60% we allocate money to development. About our go-to-market plan. During our go-to-market plan, we plan, first of all, go to target of 2 million TVL. Then with the boost of the project, we target to 5 million TVL, and the last goal is 10 million TVL. And also with the model of product, market, and fee, while we launch TVL of 5 million, we reach the $450,000 in ARR.
Thanks a
Am I asking
lot.
a question?
Yeah, you did. Thanks a lot. Maybe one more from me, and then I can shut my mouth and give the mic to Dan because I think he might also have some questions. But wanted to talk about your like daily average users. Could you remind me how many is that?
45,000 monthly active users. This is user base in our ecosystem. So we are venture builder, and we have some projects in a portfolio.
Understand. And what's your marketing, let's say, strategy or marketing tactic to increase the amount of the retention, basically?
First of all, we working in kind, and we working with persons. While we go to the market, we have a deep connection with the LPs, with our core audience. After that, we understand that we can't compete with the wallets while we work in retail. And by this way, we're making an SDK solution. And for retail users, we just integrate our solution to the Yelp platforms and the apps to give a solution to retail base like B2B2C.
Okay, understood. Understood. Thanks a lot. Okay, that's kind of all questions from my side. It's pretty clear, pretty clear, and you made it short. So like, this hard is for you. Thanks a lot. So yeah, Dan, do you have anything to say, or we can move forward?
Yeah, like I would like to ask you about your current partnerships. So you mentioned Ava Labs and Tom Foundation, and basically you compare your project with other like Ton ecosystem projects. So I would like to know more about this integration. Is just already done and you have grants from them, or maybe some kind of more stronger partnerships? And also, what are your plans for expanding on other EVM chains? Because like these two chains, not in like top 10 in TVL right now. So maybe Ethereum, Solana, what's about this chain?
Yeah, first of all, while we expand in the market, we expanding market by demand. And while our LPs making a request to add some chains, like example, we're talking with the DVF about expanding to BNB chain, we able to add any chain EVM compatible by the demand. But first of all, we are on the market to make money. So by this way, we work first of all with the customer. About our integrations, we're building for around 2-3 years, and we built projects like Rome and the gamified projects, and we already had a grant from Stonefly to integrate their model, and right now our audience are making trades, our ecosystem projects every month around $200,000 like trading volume. Also, we have partnerships like with the game projects like Boeing Cares, Pawn Station, and this is our background. Right now, our focus on Avalabs and Tom Foundation backed by demand of the LPs that work with us.
Okay, got it.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for your pitch. Okay, let's move forward. All the questions from the investors, as I said, will be in the Q&A session. But meanwhile, guys, don't forget to give this pitching session a like, because I'm sure our presentatives today, our pitchers, they're a bit nervous and they need some support and love from you. So yeah, I don't see the chat in YouTube, but I hope that you are giving already the likes and you're sharing this video so more people can see what are the guys, like what fundamental work are guys doing here. Okay, so let's move to our second speaker today, Web3 Echo. So let's share the screen and give a great welcome to our speaker from, let's give a warm hello to Pavel from Web3 Echo.
Good day, everyone. I'm Paul. Paul is on the line, right? I'm a CBDO of Web3 Eco. Philip, the company's founder, is on the flight now, and I will present you that we are building. I mean, it's something grounded, literally. Welcome to Web3 Eco, where nature becomes scalable and profitable. Yet, Web3 is still flooded with speculation. Investors want assets that are reliable, yield-generating, and available for purchase worldwide. But they are locked out of real agriculture assets, like thousands of hectares of kiwi tree plantations, copper orchards, and soon certified carbon credits. By the way, that's our own plantations. We deliver measurable ecological impact and up to 30% annual yield. That's my lovely slide, by the way, traction. As we were founded in 2022, and we've already achieved following metrics. 10 million total potential value of tokenized assets. Over 2 million in tokenized assets sold. Just imagine, $2 million in tokenized assets. For now, we have 200,000 in monthly sales, with average investment ticket $20,000. Our community consists of 20,000 members with 5 million views on YouTube interviews of our founder. Over 230 hectares with 150,000 trees and 150,000 cutters planted across Uzbekistan plantations. And I would say it's growing, and we are expanded to other countries. And this demonstrates both strong demand and the scalability of our model. Regarding the token integration, our ecosystem includes 2 tokens, Hectare and Web3 Eco. Hectare is a security token. It provides holders with an annual share of profits from real plantations. And Web3 Eco, it's a utility token distributed to Hectare holders via a proof of land mechanism. It can be burned to unlock higher USDT yield or to activate access to specific ecosystem features and bonuses. Like in a few words, it's our custom yield distribution and land verification engine that was built in-house, and we will be glad to walk through it on our technical post-call session. A few words about our team. Of course, it's Philip. He is a serial entrepreneur, and his achievement that he sold his first business to Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic. Our team consists of 10 experienced professionals, and for example, Boyan. Boyan is a key cultivation expert with over 15 years of experience. He founded and operates Wellboy. It's a leading Bulgarian firm specializing in large-scale Pavlovnia plantations across Eastern Europe. Our strategic goal is to reach 10,000 hectares of land on chain worldwide and expand into carbon credits and other agriculture byproducts. And here is our investment ask. We are raising $1 million at seed stage with an 48 million FDV via SAFE and token warrant. Our Web2 side working really great. We are profitable. Now we are interested in funds that will scale development and go to market. Our TGE is planned on first quarter 2026. And if you believe the future of finance is sustainable, scalable, and profitable, we invite you to be a part of Web3 Eco. We would be glad to book a meeting with interested investors to dive deeper. Guys, thanks for your attention.
Thanks, Paul. It's so magnificent. I mean, the problem of the agriculture, it's so rare that people think about the trees and agriculture in general. I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind. So the one, it's going to be regarding the FDV you're mentioning. So you're raising 1 mil at 48 mil FDV, right?
Right.
And your TGE is planned across Q1 2026. Like, don't you think that it's a pretty aggressive valuation for agro project in general? I mean, I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
There are at least 2 options. Like first option, we've already compared the projects, the similar projects. We clearly understand that the current stage it's a seed round, but we've already have like 2 million more in sales, in monthly sales. Sorry, 200K in monthly sales. And we've already made 2 million in sales. I mean, it's a good result. We understand our plans, and we understand that we could, spread our influence on this market. Yes, it will be one of the projects that bring a real value and create some different RWA projects on this market. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. And also, you mentioned about the expansion. Right now, you're kind of working with Uzbekistan. Is there any, like, could you give more ideas, like more information about the plans for expanding? I'm really curious about that.
It's a good question. Thanks, Hannah. We've already explored other lands in different regions. I mean, it's a zone like how to say. For example, we've already explored the land in Kazakhstan, in Turkey, in Paraguay, by the way, because we should diversify our business. Yes, that's how it works. And for now, we've leased the land for 30 years. We have a pretty strong connection with local institutions. And now we are working on signing in other different regions. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, Anton, I see you raised your hand. Feel free to ask your question.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Pavel. Thank you very much for your presentation. So I've got two questions to you, which I didn't get. The first one is I didn't understand how you get money. What are you get money? What are you getting? How are you getting money from? So this revenue. I can imagine farmers, the land. So you plant the trees, but where is the revenue? That's my first question. And the second question, which is very convenient for myself in Europe, because I live here. For instance, if I have lands, a lot of lands, and I have farmers, that's okay. But when you come with crypto money, USDT, USDC, it's almost impossible to convert this crypto money into fiat money because farmers, they don't accept crypto because they need real money to buy trees, to buy fertilizers, to buy everything to plant these trees. So how do you solve this question?
Thanks for your question. Answering on the first one, our business model is the following. We have like a land. We sell like a share that generates annual income to our Web2 and Web3 investors. For now, as I said, we've already planted 230,000 and 30 hectares. We've already planted our timber called Pavlovnia tree and cutters like co-products. Yep, that's how it works. Later, timber will bring income in 5 years, and our co-products have already started to bring profit for us. Yes, that's how it works. Answering on your second question, we in our team we have legal specialists that are working and telling to our team about the latest updates. I mean, I think it will not be a problem to solve this issue. And by the way, our founder, you can ask him each question that you have. I think he will ask on this. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't get still because I imagine you plant these trees. You said 230,000 trees in Uzbekistan. I got it. In 5 years, you will get some stuff to sell. And as you know, lumber and timber, that's a stock. It's a commodity. So you know the price only for now, and you can't predict the price for the future because it's unpredictable. And if you plant the trees now, you get the revenues only in a few years. So for this, you need a constant amount of these trees rolling on, right?
I think we have a different channels of distribution in the first point, and also like the inflation, the current inflation on the market. Also, our like financial modelists that they already counted each detail, and you can dive into on our next call, and I will tell you in details how it works.
Okay, thank you. And regarding your second question, so that's a huge problem. So I totally disagree with you about Europe, because imagine, so you've got a wallet, 100,000 USDT comes from this wallet, and you don't know where it comes from. And no, you won't find any bank here in Europe which accepts this amount and converts into fiat money. Everyone wants to know where this money comes from, how this guy gets this money. So just impossible to get it. It's just for you to consider for future presentations. And one more remark from my side about these carbon credits. It's impossible to get carbon credits on trees nowadays, because you have to check it once again, because they change the rules constantly on this regard.
I totally disagree regarding carbon credits, because I've dived into carbon credits for the last 3 months. We've already in touch with all VVPs, with all certificate agencies, and we understand how it works, and we have a few ways to tokenize the carbon credits and to implement in our plantation.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Anton. Thanks, Paul, for sharing the thoughts and answering the questions. Thanks a lot. Let's move to another speaker. Thanks again. It's all the questions we're having from the chat and from our sides. We will ask during the Q&A and also from the investors. But thanks a lot, Anthony, Anton, for standing up and asking these questions. It's really important. Okay, moving on to our next speaker. Next speaker today is Fairscale. Oh my God. Hey, guys. Hey guys, hey Rishi. Are you
Hey,
ready?
I'm
Ready
ready.
for
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
do it. Let's do it. Wishing
Perfect.
you good luck and giving the mic to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And yeah, great to meet everyone. So I am the CEO and co-founder of Fairscale, and essentially what we're doing is solving what we see as the biggest problem on crypto at the moment, which is no one really knows who to trust. Launchpads get botted, a most recent example being the Humidify wet launch. With a launchpad like Jupiter, having to relaunch twice just isn't how this space should operate. 99% of people get locked out of lending on crypto because they just don't have the right amount of capital, they don't have the right amount of exposure. And we really want to see the space mature. So what we're building is the composable reputation score for crypto. And what the goal with this is to analyze on-chain behavior, so token hold times, portfolio types, protocol usage, breadth of portfolio, literally thousands of data points about someone's on-chain behavior. Their social signals, so everything on X, and in the future, even Telegram, LinkedIn, Discord, and community proofs. And what we're solving here is essentially the extraction economy. Like I said, bots are sniping pre-sales, farmers are draining airdrops, and even governance is just pay to play, right? Like ownership tokens are big right now, but they're only big because you have big wallets buying into governance and there's no credibility behind it. And we really do see that the ecosystem is signaling for this. It's that reputation is the missing primitive. So the solution for us is essentially becoming the credit score for Web3. So like I said, we turn behavioral, social, and community signals into a portable, interoperable score, which is real time. So we generate a score looking at the entire history of someone's on-chain behavior, social behavior, within a maximum of around 15 seconds, depending on how big the data set is. Extremely low cost. It's a fraction of a cent for us to actually do that. We've been very cautious and very strategic about how we actually do it. It's multi-signal. Like I said, we look at not just on-chain, but everywhere. And it's portable because of all of the above. So where, you know, some of you may have seen a similar protocol actually announced today, which is specifically looking at launchpads. Because of what we actually track, we're operable in airdrops, pre-sales, lending, governance, identity, and essentially any vertical in Web3, and that really is the goal. As you can see here, the three plug into one output, and you know, the three things on the right that you see there, launchpads, lending protocols, and social platforms, are the first that we're targeting via these products. So the wallet reputation API, like I said, it's plug and play. You can score lookup for lending, whitelists, as someone is going in to purchase a pre-sale, for example, on a launchpad. Their score can determine their allocation size and actually allow protocols to make better financial decisions. Similar with the smart whitelisting and the risk modeling as well. We're actually building an entire reputation index on Web3, but that's for a couple of years down the line. There's a couple of examples here about how we actually plug in. So this is one from one of our partners, actually, called Star. So they essentially host tokenized investments via their startup platform, and they asked us to look at all of the wallets that invested and actually look at their fair score distribution. And as you can see, it's probably on the lower end. There's quite a few very low scoring wallets, which turned out to be bots or cybles. And they used this data to actually refund some of the investors because they would prefer to have a long-term committed community that have invested rather than, you know, a bunch of bots and cybles that actually, when they launch the token, will negatively impact the future. Similarly, the second example, as you can see here, I put a little screenshot that I received from a very well-respected friend, actually, that the Humidify launch needed fair scale, and this is exactly what we're doing. So with pre-sales, for example, this was one of the examples that we used for a recent pre-sale, and it shows again a significant number of low-scoring wallets that were actually investing in the pre-sale. And what we now can do with our API is score at the point of sale access. So, for example, you connect your wallet to a launch sale page. In real time, that connection reads our API, reads your fair score, and actually dynamically changes the amount you can invest in that sale. Similarly, in the token launchpad, the other side of token launchpads, when people are actually looking to invest in a token, we plug in there to show actually this is the token deployer's fair score. And actually, if it's a 0 score because they've done a lot of negative behavior or they're connected to cybles, you can make a more informed decision before you invest in that token. And in terms of traction, you know, I've said a lot, but in terms of where we actually are with it, we have a number of paid pilots. All Domains is one. They've actually made a strategic investment in the company and have plugged in or in the process of plugging in fair scores into their identity platform. So their 450,000 wallet user base of domains on Solana will all be utilizing fair scores to actually connect reputation to their identity. Another example is Hyper. So that is a token that is hosting a rather large airdrop worth over $1 million to 5,000 wallets, and they are using us to score those wallets to identify low scorers, bots, cybles, to actually rapidly increase ROI. Onyx ICM is a launchpad, so they've actually integrated live scoring into their launchpad the same way that I just mentioned in terms of dynamic allocations. And then moving to the DeFi space, the Xbank is a crypto card company, and they're utilizing fair scores for user acquisition. So they're offering non-KYC reloadable credit cards to high-scoring individuals. And from that, we gain a portion of the revenue from every card sale at 20%. And we also earn 15% of every transaction made on those cards, in every fee on those cards. And then in terms of actual pilots or unpaid partnerships, we're working with Startup Fund, which is a live investment platform, like I mentioned, with the retroactive scoring model, with Streamflow Finance, who are a vesting protocol on Solana, actually the biggest in the space. And we're actually feeding vesting data into our scoring model. And then similarly with SNS, a similar process to all domains. In terms of the product itself, so we've scored over two.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like the
fine.
time is flying so fast. Like, okay, 30
okay.
seconds, maximum 1 minute to make the last comments, and we are heading to questions, okay?
Perfect. Okay. So in terms of traction, MVP is live. We're plugged in. We have over 2 million scored transactions. And in terms of our edge, it's really unique in terms of the quantum behavioral science and data science team behind it. And we're real time. There's no one else that is doing this real time. And in terms of what we're looking for, in terms of a raise, we're raising $1.5 million at 15% staffed. And that will go to expanding our scoring engine to Telegram, Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn, taking this multi-chain, which is a flick of a switch for us, and the token launch itself.
Thanks a lot, Rishi. Thanks a lot. I'm really sorry for interrupting you. I mean, it's so nice to hear more and more, but we are so short in the timings. So yeah, I have one question to you, if you don't mind, and then we can move to another speakers here or to another guys who are here with their questions and then move forward. So I wanted to talk about ask basically regarding the whole direction, right? So like reputation scoring, from some point of view, we can say that it's kind of chicken and egg problem, you know? So like protocols, they're not tending to use it until they see the adoption of their product and the users. But from some point, you can't build a good reputation without using protocols like yours. So any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so we've been very conscious about that, and it's the way we built it that overcomes it, in the sense that you don't actually need to use fair scale to have a score. So we pull the entirety of the Solana database essentially as we scale. So we currently have over 1 million wallets in the database, not necessarily people who have interacted with us, just from partner pilots. And it's very easy to grab a wallet list. And as that database grows, the model teaches itself. They all exist within the database. So I think you're right in terms of the chicken and egg situation, but actually, we're only at MVP and we already have over 1 million wallets in there. That actually means protocols can already plug this in. And because we live score, anyone that uses these protocols already will be able to be scored on the fly. They wouldn't have to have an existing score or have had any previous interaction with Fairscale itself.
Thanks a lot, Rishi. Okay, I don't have much questions from my side right now. Anyone here would love to ask anything, or we can move forward? Okay. In case we have any questions, we will always ask it during the Q&A. No worries. Thanks a lot for your speech, Rishi.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. We are having another great project right now. So it's farmland, and yeah, the mic is yours. Feel free to start your speech.
I don't think I could have had a better introduction with the chicken and the egg and trees. So my name's Josh. I'm the CEO and founder of Farmland Fi, and we're focusing on regenerative capital. And so my mission today is to prove that money grows on trees, or maybe even more rare, to present to you today a crypto project with traction, a real business, and real cash flow. Most crypto projects have zero revenue, make up their own problem, then provide a solution that doesn't matter. We're building a token-backed real agriculture in market starting for it, generating 1.7 million in year one, scaling to an 11 to 14 million annually. So what's unique about our economy and what we're doing with TCC is we're tokenizing consumable commodities. And so the concept with this is things that create a quick cash flow, not something that's a long-term play. So this is a RW play. We're tokenizing agriculture revenue from El Salvador in our farming operations. So for every dozen eggs, pound of coffee, or fish sold, it flows value upstream to our TCC holders. So these are intertwined to where the TCC tokenomics as well as the farm both grow simultaneously. The burns are going to be from revenue, upgrading NFTs, increasing your APY opportunities, unlocking exclusive pools, social incentives, lotteries, and IRL products. We also will be launching additional tokenized products with an NFT collection that will allow us to sync and burn additional token as we expand. Now, our simple flow farm makes money, goes to a staking pool. NFT holders can claim the rewards, burn fee on claim, supply decreases as revenue increases. So when we're looking at why agriculture works, not all agriculture works, but speed to lead, speed agriculture, things that create a cash flow. So what we're focused on is food. It's not optional. The demand stays stable, and it grows regardless of macro cycles. We're looking at a high frequency product like eggs. They deliver daily output, rapid payback cycles, and strong margin potential. Now, our country that we're focusing on for our MVP, El Salvador, actually imports 60% of their food and is a very net import and needs domestic. So they've actually launched initiatives in the country to incentivize local farmers to be able to help expand and grow, which my business partner is a El Salvadorian. So agriculture scales through replication, one block, one coop, one farm at a time, making growth capital efficient and low complexity. That's one of the keys of what we're doing, is being able to create something that we can quickly replicate and scale fast. Where we're at with our current traction, plenty of RWA projects tokenize fantasies. We tokenize production coops, built birds on site, coffee planted, land operating. So where we are to date, we've already raised 500K through our first crowdsourcing, and our MVP is in early community traction. And so we've built 2 of our 8 coops. The land is developed, permits filed, 2.5 acres established. Our first phase will be 55 to 60,000 birds with a pathway that we can grow to 250,000 birds. Coffee block is planted. We've already been scouting out where we want to do our fish farm or the aquaculture expansion, which will allow us to do a full closed loop system to be able to help support each other. When it comes to the market size, we're looking at an $11 billion agriculture market in the country of El Salvador. We do already have real partners locked in with talking to Super Selectos. The Department of Agriculture there in El Salvador is interested in sourcing eggs from us. Like I said before, my partner is a 3rd generation farmer, and we are focused on building repeatable designs. Our legal work is done. LLC filed, Delaware C Corp filed. And so we're now at a pace where we're looking for our fundraise to just accelerate what we're already doing. So our MVP is working. We just want to go faster. So what we're doing is we're kickstarting our fundraising with seed investors at an 83% discount from the TGE price. Our goal is to attract VCs that will not just contribute financially, but also provide their experience. So at an 83% discount and a 7% unlock, you're able to remove 41% of your exposure while keeping 93% of your upside. So I'd love to be able to take any questions. If anybody wants to get more detail with charts and numbers and spreadsheets, I have a lot of those, but don't want to waste your time and want to respect what we have today.
Wow, thanks a lot, Joshua. I mean, that was a really nice speech. Everyone is doing a great speech here, but it's really so nice. I wanted to ask about the FDV, to be honest, because we've seen different projects and we've seen different FDVs. So why 2.5 million?
Because we want to incentivize investment. We're early, so we've raised capital and we're in early phase. We've got 2 of our 8 coops built, but we want to be able to move fast, and so we want to make it very attractive to investors. So it's a low valuation.
Understood. Dan, maybe you have some questions, or we can move forward, or anyone here is feel free to ask. Yeah, Anton. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, it's me again. Joshua, thanks a lot for your presentation. So same question goes to you. What's about this bridge between crypto money and the fiat money? So as I understood, you raised already 250K and you already gave this money away to the farmers. So could you explain in more details how would you organize this bridge?
It's in-house. We're not giving anything away. So we own the land. We're developing it ourselves. And so we produce, we're creating our own relationships with the local grocery stores, markets. We produce the product. We then sell the product and we bring the revenue on chain. And so part of that is by being a TCC holder or our NFT collection holder, it is a representation of 3 chickens and the emissions that 3 chickens would produce for the eggs. And so that allows us to bring the revenue back in. We're not incentivizing farmers with USDT or USDC. It's in-house.
So let me paraphrase. So for instance, so you have a lot of chickens, yeah? You have farmers. They produce, let's say, 50K revenue in US dollars. Then you have to convert these dollars into crypto and distribute among your investors, right?
Correct.
So how would you do it? So will you use Coinbase, or how would you organize this?
Yeah, at this point, just traditionally a CEX, centralized
CEX.
exchange.
Okay, and when we are talking about investors, will you roll on QIC on these investors or not?
Can you say that one more time?
For instance, so when you raise money and you want this money to go further, to convert into fiat, so some banks, some institutions ask about where this money comes from. Who gave you the money? The sources. So I'm talking about QSC, about IML procedures, or you don't have it in the United States.
So this is not through the United States. No, this is through El Salvador.
Okay. So you don't see any issues with this?
No, there's actually been a lot more legal clarity in being able to interact with the liquidity pools. And so that's something that I'm actually really excited about with the way that our market and the way that our business model works, being able to take tokenizing representation in Web3 to be able to help crowdsource and expand farms quickly. And then the revenue from the farm, bringing it back into Web3, distributing it through liquidity pools.
So basically you co-finance farmers and then you take a share of what they earn, right?
Well, we are the farmers. So it's like, however you want to say it, absolutely. But we're not we're hiring people as employees and they're working for us on our farms.
So you use it directly?
Yes.
Only for yourself? So
yes.
No plans for expansion?
Not in phase 1 or 2. So
okay.
we're at a point where we'll be acquiring up to 150, 200 acres before we'd be looking at expanding beyond that.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, thank you.
Of course, thank you for the questions.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I have
Anton. Yeah, Dan. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
So as a tokenized business, I would like to get the idea of what is in background. So how you provide the data to investors, like what oracles do you use, or how does it structure? Where is the transparency here? So for example, you can say we have like 200,000 hens. In the reality, you can have 1 million, for example, make more revenue, but investors don't know about that. So what kind of bridge between traditional world and Web3 world you have?
Honestly, that's something I'm looking for partners to be able to come in and help clarify for us. That's not our specialty. And so what we're focused on is building the agriculture boots on the ground. And so I would love to be able to find partners that could help facilitate that and help guide as to how to help use the technology that we already have here in Web3 to be able to help with the oracles, with the clarity, even what we were referencing before, if there's ways that I could utilize carbon credits, there's a lot of opportunity here, but that's not an area that I've deemed as a high value to be digging into at this point. What we're building was what I was focused on first. And that is actually an area that I'll be looking on over the next quarter.
Okay, cool. So I think we don't have any other questions. So thank you, Joshua. Really nice presentation, and we can move forward. So yeah, the last one for today, Umoja coin. So Ivan, please, you have 5 minutes to present, and then we have Q&A session for everyone. Of course, we start with Umoja, and then we have some questions on our social media. So yeah, please, mic is yours.
Yes. Yes, my name is, let me start with Umoja. It is, Hannah, it's pronounced Umoja, Umoja. It's a Swahili word for united.
Thanks. Sorry for pronouncing it incorrectly.
It happens all the time. Yes. Good evening. It's a late evening here in Mombasa, Kenya, where I'm located. My name is Ivan Brown. I am a co-founder and CEO of Umoja. Let's talk about humans. Let's talk about the humans living in Africa. Africa is the youngest, fastest growing continent on Earth, but the financial system is still trapped behind borders. Today, you can send a message across the continent in 1 second, but sending money across the border can take 3 days and cost up to 14%. Umoja is going to fix this with Africa's first instant, stable, borderless payment rail. How do I, there, yes, the problem. Africa is held back by 3 massive barriers, financial barriers: cross-border payment. Moving money between neighboring countries, if it's even possible, can take days. It's with unpredictable rates and with high friction. Moving money more than $1,000 out of Tanzania is subject to a manual approval by the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Remittance, the remittance cost. The average cost on a remittance is 8% around the world, but that goes up to 14% in Africa. And then the unbanked. More than 500 million people in Africa is excluded from traditional banking, yet most of them have a smartphone. This friction has created one of the world's largest untapped fintech opportunities, and we have built a model that solves the pain and can scale. How we are going to do it? The solution is simple. We take 2 components that are working seamlessly together. The Umoja Pay app, the one you see on the screen, it's a custodial mobile wallet. It's designed to be as simple as possible, so even the mamas out in the rural villages in Africa can use it. No crypto knowledge is required. Users can send and receive money instantly through their contacts or QR codes. That is linked up, that is enabling transactions using the Umoja coin, that is a stable coin, where the value will be pegged to $1. And it's built on Polygon. Polygon enables an instant, secure cross-border payments and enables microtransactions with a value down to 1 UMC or $1. And then we have come up with a self-funding engine. Up to half of all the transaction fee automatically goes into the UMC cash reserve. So the more the system is being used, the stronger we will get. Let's talk about the market opportunity. Africa is a gigantic market. The real story that Umoja sits on an intersection of 3 enormous markets. More than $200 billion in cross-border trades every year. More than $54 billion in a remittance every year. And the world's largest unbanked population. Even with the tiny penetration, these verticals delivers more than $80 million in revenue per year at only 1% take rate. We have validated, we launched a beta test a month ago, and we were able to acquire 1,500 users in 48 hours at an acquisition cost of $1.14. And we are now aiming for 50,000 users for the end of Q1 2026. On the infrastructure side, we are launching down through Africa, starting in Nigeria, and then Kenya, and then Tanzania. We're in active discussions with market makers, liquidity partners and the regulators. So at the launch, we are not only liquidity, but we are also in compliance. This shows two things. People want the product, and the right partners are lining up for making this happen. The business model is very simple and very efficient. We take 1% of each transaction. Users can cash in and cash out either through cards and all the fancy things, but the rural audience in Africa, they can use our agents, the last mile cash network. Yeah, that will generate a steady, repeatable transaction even out in the rural Africa where they're currently unbanked. We're estimating a revenue of between $5 to $30 in annual revenue. Times with 6, we expect them to be our customers for 6 years. That gives us $30 to $180. So with a CAC at one.
Ivan, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but the time is up enough. So like 1 minute maximum to sum up.
Yes,
Okay, I'm really sorry.
I only have 1 minute. I've been practicing all day. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. Just
Yes,
remind.
yes. And with a CAC at $1.14, the lifetime value to CAC is above 25 to 1. That is quite something for fintech. The team, we know Africa. We've been here in Africa. We are launched before. We have a very strong execution team of specialists in legal, in compliance, in blockchain, in field marketing, and exchange listings. We are asking for 500,000 in pre-seed at a 5 million valuation. These 500,000, they will go to our regulatory setup, agent network, some liquidity in the corridor, and 8 months of runway. Umoja Coin, we are not a meme, we're not a hype cycle, we are not a feature. Some have even labeled us as the next potential unicorn of Africa. We are building infrastructure, the missing payment layer for a continent of 1.5 billion people. Africa is accelerating, and the companies that is building the rails will define the next decade. We want to be part of it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ivan. Thanks a lot. Sorry for interrupting you. Like, just timer is popping, you know. Thanks a lot for this amazing presentation. And hopefully you will get more and more users onboarded and everything will be going smoothly also from the marketing side. Thanks a lot. So guys, feel free to ask any questions to Ivan. Otherwise, we will move forward to the Q&A session.
Hannah, can I answer your marketing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. How are we going to get the mass user adaptation? Money works. Financial incentives works in Africa. It works better here than anywhere else. So we have come up with a feature that when a user is installing his app, Umoja Pay app, it will the app itself will go and calculate how many contacts this user have, and times it with 1 Umoja coin, and ask with very big letters, do you want to make 100 Umoja coins? Press here, and then invite all the users in the contact list.
You know, like my father is working in Namibia, and before he was working in South Africa, and they say, like he's saying that crypto is pretty big issue there. Like no one is pretty understanding how it works, and they're not thinking about the adoption. Maybe you can, like, give some comments on that also from the marketing perspective.
Yes, crypto. There's, especially in Nigeria, there's been and South Africa, there's been a lot of bad stories where this rank score could come in handy. We are deliberately putting the crypto behind the scenes, so to speak. We are launching a mobile pay app across Africa using the Umoja coin token. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. I think we can move forward to the Q&A spot and the feedback from the investors. Maybe investors would love to give the feedback here. Like we've heard today a lot of questions from Anton today. Maybe some of the feedback you can provide also from us for the project that pitched already would be really lovely.
You asking me? Oh, because I don't know anything about Africa. I know that it's huge. I know that's the future, but
No, any feedback?
it's hard to understand what would pick up so recently, because it's now in Africa there are 1.5 billion people. In 25 years there will be 2.5 billion people, and that would be 3 times more than in Europe. It's a huge continent, lots of opportunities for sure. Yeah, so good luck, Ivan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Sorry, I had some issues with the internet. So yeah, Dan, maybe you can take my issues with the internet and we can go through the questions and the feedback and then ramp up our pitching session.
I'm just looking for questions that we have on YouTube. And so on YouTube, we have one question for our project, but they already had to go. So let me check out Twitter as well. By the way, we have more than 300 people on our live stream. So that's really great. As for the questions, I think we don't have any questions. So yeah, everything is good. Overall, my feedback from today's session, it was really good, guys. Thank you for your pitching. We're already catching some interest from investors. Thank you, Anton, for questions to RWA projects. I see your specific interest in this area. And once again, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for everyone for watching us on YouTube or Twitter. So good luck for everyone. After this demo day, I will create chats for investors and projects. If you are interested and would like to contact any project, just reach us, our website or X or whatever. You can drop me a message on LinkedIn or Telegram. And yeah, thanks for participants. I wish you good luck. Thanks, Hannah, for co-hosting. It was really good demo day. And yeah, I believe we can
Hey guys,
stop
thanks
here. Yeah.
for being here with us today. Yeah, I think I fixed my internet. I'm really sorry for being today without camera. I will be more close to you within this pitching session. It was a really nice time and really nice pitches. Really a great thanks to Ivan, to Joshua, to Paul, to Rishi, and to Dan, who unfortunately to another call probably. As I mentioned in the live session or like in the recording, or the investor will raise up with the question. You will be the first to hear this ones and from the interest. And thanks a lot, guys. It's a pleasure and hope to see you. Hope to see you next time already fundraised and raised for more. So good luck, everyone, and have a great day and see you next time. And for those guys who are right now still watching us, don't forget to like, to follow the amazing projects of the speakers who were speaking today. And yeah, see you next time. The next time will be more probably after the holidays and Merry Christmas and everything. And by the way, guys, it's Christmas already soon, like in 2 weeks. So Merry Christmas and see you next time. Bye bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.